very, very important for either side. We are on the side of Florida right now with Trademark's POV. I definitely think with these two players going River, it's going to be a tough break for the side of Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, we see the two players, River, like you talked about. There's one in mid, one pushing up in that field area, but it's Trademarks coming out swinging. He pops off with the two-piece, his teammates finding two others, and that is four members of Atlanta Dazed pushed back into their spawn almost immediately, right off the break within the first 30 seconds of the game. And that's just, if I'm Atlanta Dazed, that's just not how I want to start the game, but it's Bokage, and it's never too late to bounce back. And part of that wipeout meant that they flipped spawns. Atlanta Dazed had a really interesting, you know, split spawn there, and they do now have the favorite spawns heading into P2, and they are able to capitalize on the majority of the time on P1, so they will lead as they start their rotation over to P2. K Franks, though, from already sitting back here from Florida Muted Tears. Although Atlanta Dazed had that spawn, they were broken pretty easily. K Frank's able to bust through. He's going to go ahead and hop in hill with his teammates. Nobody watching their back, though. Look on the mini-map, number 6 there. That's Starbrand there right behind them, waiting for his teammates, trying to play his life, trying to allow his teammates to push up, add some pressure onto the map. But he's not moving. Is there a reason? DFK? I actually don't know. But Mischief playing his life in Hill. Starbrand moving now as we do get eyes on him. He's going to pop up just in time to take down Kill Switch. Disarray finding Trademarks as well. And Atlanta Dazed doing a great job trying to get back into this game. But as I say that, Starbrand pulls back. K Franks pushes up. And they're going to regain control of that. Disarray pushing through Barn, though. His teammates hopping onto Hill. 3 members of Atlanta Dazed on this hill. 2 of them do fall. C&K pushing up, giving up those last 3 seconds. And unfortunately falling on the push over to P3, which is initially won by Florida Muted Tears. But Yasuke able to bust in, find 2 before he falls. His teammates close by, unfortunately, just not able to get those trades, though. Atlanta Dazed are falling one by one as Florida Muted Tears looks to extend their lead here on P3.
I feel like this hill is very 50-50 hill with teams and where they want to spawn. I feel like some teams do like to spawn in the back, but look at Starbrand on the spot on Black Tank.
Yep.
A little bit of love right there. But you can see that back spawn. Back spawn area is either the best thing for a team or the worst thing for a team.
Yeah.
If you can get that spawn trap from that black gate, you automatically have map control, and it is extremely, extremely hard to get out of that hill.
And Starbrand going ahead and giving up that spawn trap to push into the hill, free up his sub players to really push out, put some pressure on the map, and win this rotation for this P4 as they have locked down Barn. But as I say that, Caster's Curse hits once again as 3 members of Atlanta Dazed do fall and they're pushed back. But Disarray playing a perfect life there in the hill, waiting for his teammates to get there. And now Trademarks on 2, but Starbrand still on 4 from the last hill, looking for these streaks. He gets the information from his teams that they're spawning close, but unfortunately those stuns are going to come in. They're going to connect with him just as K Franks busts into the hill, takes Starbrand down, takes him off of those streaks, and now it was Mischief on 3, but he's going to fall as well as C&K pops into the hill. And now 8 seconds left on the hill. Atlanta Dazed do look like they're going to lock those down. They do have the lead currently. But, I mean, this game is as close as it can get, right? Florida Muted Tears winning this rotation over to P5. And they are trying to lock down as much time as they can. But this is back and forth. I mean, this is Bokage at its finest. It's scrappy, it's ruthless, and it can change in an instant.
Absolutely. And right now, Atlanta has a very nice setup. You have that person mid. Disarray does fall as I say that, so Caster's Curse. But with where Atlanta's spawning, they're kind of able to get back in a little bit of a hole. And they are able to wipe Florida out. Starbrand did an excellent job pushing into the back of that spawn, keeping those spawns for his team. And with Yuzuki on hill, and now you have the help on hill, 2 do fall with Disarray and Yuzuki. But Atlanta does grab most of that time and prevents Florida from kind of getting most of it. I mean, Florida is going to get this last, like, 10 seconds of the hill. But now they're going to have to kind of set it for next.
Yeah, and I mean, P1 is just so... It's such a ruthless hill as well, you know? We talked about how a lot of these hills, it's not so much about capitalizing the time and picking up that time as much as it is making sure that the other team doesn't. And you're keeping them off of the time as much as you can. And Atlanta Dazed is doing a really good job of that. You know, they're jumping in, they're capitalizing on as much time as they can. They're doing a really good job at making sure that Florida doesn't. And even when, you know, you think they've locked down the last 10, 15 seconds of scrap time, you know, somebody's there to say, nope, just kidding, you're not getting that time. And I think that's a huge part of this Bokij map is you just have to keep that hill white and uncontested for as long as you can.
Absolutely. And Starbrim, excellent positioning, does jump down, does win the gunfight with the auto, but does fall to K-Franks. But luckily Atlanta is spawning in the back. I don't think they saw the player on tree, and now Florida's kind of converging onto that P2 area. But, like you said, Bokij is a very, very mixy map. If Florida pushes from certain angles, like such as bottom barns, or even like 2 push barn, 1 push front, and 1 hit the back, they could easily break this. With kill switch, losing that gunfight, it's making the person on A plat kind of have to wait while the other 2 are pinching, but 4 do fall on the side of Atlanta, so now they are going to have to kind of try to re-break this hill. There's still 22 seconds left of this hill. Is big time, especially on Bokij.
Yeah, I mean, you saw kill switch there on A plat, and he played it perfectly. He played a perfect life there on A plat, played a perfect distraction, shot just enough to keep their attention, but hid well enough to play his life, and that allowed his teammates to really flank around. As whoever was on hill was calling for help, his teammates were able to flake around, break through that spawn, and get some time there on that P2 hill. Really brought Florida back into this game, and now here we are on P3, and they're only down 2 points, about to take the lead here as kill switch hops on this hill, and we have another lead change here in map 1. And as I say that, Trademark hops on a huge 3-piece. He does fall, but now it's kill streak on 3, Mischief on 1 as well. Both teams really fighting to get these streaks into this game, and unfortunately we haven't seen anybody be able to execute them just yet, but kill switch finds another one. He's on 4 now, just 3 away from that glide bomb. Trademarks finds 1 as he starts his rotation over to bomb. Killswitch trying to play his life here on ult. Doesn't look like he's going to be challenged much. So well, as I say that, he is challenged. Disarray coming in, shutting him down. He's instantly traded, but that was a huge kill, and they knew they needed it. They got Killswitch off of those streaks. They picked up a few more times, but now they've got to break into this hill because Florida Muteteers up 47 now. And what was, you know, a close 1-2 point game, Florida's really capitalized on that last hill, and they're starting to run away with it.
Absolutely. And looking at the side of Florida, Trademark's at 32-20 right now, and Mischief at 26-18. Both of them, like I said, the slaying power on these maps is make it or break it. I mean, they're just outslaying their way into these hills. This last, like, 3 hills, they've just kind of bullied their way in. And right now, with K-Franks on a 4 streak, 3 away from a glide bomb on Bokij is huge. And grabbing the back spawn, I don't think he realizes his other players here. And Caster's Curse, yet again. I jinx him every time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Killswitch, every single player on this Florida roster is loving this map right now. I mean, they are having the time of their lives. And they are in great position to run away with it, but it's not over until it's over. In Atlanta Dazed, if they can win this hill, if they can lock this down, you see them, they've got those back spawns. If they can win their ones here, get a couple gunfights and capitalize on this time, really especially keep Florida off of it, they can get back into this game. You know, they're one good hold away from being back into this game, but they've got to win these gunfights. Yasuki finding 2 there. He's going to jump in. As I say that, he's going to be able to lock down a few seconds, but he's instantly traded out by Trademarks, who's also instantly traded out by Disarray. Disarray's got to try to hop into this time, try to get these seconds ticking in favor of Atlanta Dazed. And as I say that, that's exactly what he does, but he does fall to a nade from Kill Switch, and that's just unfortunate. I mean, such a small map, Bokage, that you spawn up, and no matter where you are on the map, I mean, you can nade the hill.
Absolutely. I've seen nades across that map, and
yeah, I mean, this is one of those maps where, you know, even if you wipe all 4 members of your opponent of the opposing team, that just means that they can very easily spawn up and hit you with 4 nades in the hill. And so you've got to be ready for that. You've got to make sure that once you get that wipe, you're pushing out, you're pushing them as far back as you can, and you're really setting up your map control so that you're not getting quad naded out of a hill.
Absolutely. And if I'm Florida here, as much as you wanna like finish this game out getting hill time, if you aren't able to touch this P1, which obviously they are right now, playing that time, yes, there's a minute 13 on the clock, but any contest counts. Hey, Franks with a massive, massive kill on Yuzuki. And right now, the kill feed's light blue. Yuzuki does take out Mischief, but just immediately gets taken out. And right now, Florida Muteteers are just on a tear.
They are, and they could have won it there. They hopped off for just a few seconds, and so they are going to have to win this rotation. Well, I guess they don't have to win it. They're 2 seconds away. They did win it, though, and now they close it out. And like I said, Florida Muteteers just ended up... I mean, that game was so scrappy. It was so close. But Florida Muteteers just showing... I have to say, it's their rotations that won them that game. They just had perfect rotations. I mean, K Franks, even on his streak in the series after running away with what was a nail biter of a Bokage. Ultimately, though, Florida Muteteers able to gain composure and really pull it together to close that out. Now, we do see Disarray with the sniper here. He's going to go ahead and nade over as he doesn't see anybody mid right off the bat, but he does take fire from Florida with that sniper.
I can't see.
Does not see the flank, and he is going to fall. Yasuki could react and get that trade, but he doesn't. Trademark still alive in their spawn. Finally, Starbrand able to take him down. Mischief taking out Starbrand, and now it's Yasuki left in a 1v3. He's got to get the bomb down, but unfortunately, he's never going to get a chance as he is spotted by Trademarks, grabbing 3 that round. 3 kills that round out of Trademarks. And Florida off to a great start here in map 2.
Absolutely. I think if I'm Atlanta on the offense, you just have to make sure you have someone kind of watching that flank. I feel like Florida is going to be a very, very aggressive team and kind of push up behind you and kind of play ratty and kind of push you out to kind of make sure you're not able to get those angles.
Yeah, I mean, Trademarks has all the confidence in the world after his performance in map 1. You know, you have to assume that he's going to be flying. And you've got to be able and ready to counter that. And just as we say that K Franks, I'm sorry, with the first blood, that's 2 in a row for him. Mischief does get that bomb planted, and now it's a 3v4 for the side of Atlanta Dazed, as they've got to push up and get this bomb down. As I say that, Yasuki is caught on the flank. Disarray with that sniper, he sees him there on bomb, but he doesn't quite have an angle. He calls him out. And Starbrand is able to push in and grab 1, but now Disarray with the sniper in hand is left in a 1v3. Does go for the trick shot, but he's not able to hit him after that 360 there. Goes ahead and hops up top looking for any information. He tries again for the 360, but again, he does fall short of hitting that shot, and Florida Muteteers taking early lead 2-0 here in map 2.
Absolutely, and like I said before, if I'm Atlanta here, I honestly, having that sniper out, I would elect just to go for that beam bomb site. You can watch most of that no man's and kind of just get the survey of the area and make sure that Florida's just not gonna push behind you, because at this rate, I feel like Florida just is holding their heads high and just running at them. Play patient. I think you can get a couple picks.
Mischief pushing right into mid, kind of holding the angles. But it does look like Atlanta Dazed, CNK with that bomb, trying to push up here on A. It's going to be Trademarks once again with the first blood, taking down Yasuki. CNK still with the bomb on the A side, Looks like they're trying to wrap back. They know Trademarks was over here in this P2 area. Trademarks has spotted Starbrand. Starbrand gets some shots into him. He's going to go ahead and back up and play his life. But that's going to allow Trademarks to run all the way back to his team as well. K-Franks wrapping back, giving up A as well. He's got the information that they are wrapping that bomb over. They're going to go ahead and reposition here, try to get better eyes on the entire field. But C&K not quite sure what he wants to do with that bomb. All three members of Atlanta Dazed playing pretty separate here. They've got to push up. They've got to get this bomb down. And as I say that, K-Franks finds disarray, and now Atlanta Dazed left in a 2v4. C&K full sending onto this B site. He's going to go ahead and get this bomb planted. And I don't think Killswitch saw him. He didn't see him. C&K is able to get this bomb planted. He's going to go ahead and push up, take down Killswitch, come back to the bomb. He finds Trademarks as well, taking shots from the back, but he's able to play his life, and now it's a 1v2. C&K does find two, but K-Franks hops on the bomb. He is defusing. C&K is able to take him down, but is he going to find K-Franks? He does kill him, but that bomb was defused just in the nick of time, and that's going to give Florida Muteteers a huge 3-0 start here, but we can't downplay C&K with the ace and the bomb plant.
1v4.
I mean, that was perfect hot out of him. He just was half a second too late taking down K-Franks off of that bomb.
Absolutely. And if I'm C&K right now, I kind of want to play that glide bomb. Kind of play for the glide right here. Does get the kill on the Trademarks, but does fall to K-Franks. Disarray watching the no man's land. He does have to call out that K-Franks is probably that slope. K-Franks does drop to Yusuke. Killswitch kind of trying to get that trade for him with the nades. Mischief does take out Starbrand up top mid.
And now it's a 2v2. Disarray and Yusuke versus Killswitch and Mischief. Killswitch able to pick up that bomb, and Disarray getting pretty aggressive here with the rat in hand. He's going to pull out the sniper, though, and try to go for that kill. It's going to cost him his life. Yusuke falls as well, and Florida Muteteers on track for a quick 6-0 here in map 2.
Absolutely. If I'm Disarray, I don't pull out the sniper there, but, you know, got to give the fans what they want with that trick shot. And
I mean, I get that, but you're down 0-3. Yeah. You've got to play for the round more than you do the trick shot in that scenario. And the rat is just, I mean, if you've got the trigger finger, that rat is a 3-shot kill. 2 shots if you're that close. I mean, that was a 2-foot gunfight, you know? He could have very easily won that with the rat in hand, and he got a little cocky, and it did end up costing him the round. But hopefully he can bounce back here. But as I say that, Yusuke takes down Killswitch. C&K does find Trademarks, but Mischief answering back with a huge 2-piece, taking out C&K and Starbrand, and just like that, it is a 2v2. Florida Muteteers leading the map 4-0, leading the series 1-0, on track to head into map 3 with the 2-map lead. But it's not over until it's over.
Absolutely.
Disarray does fall, though, and Yusuke left in a 1v2. He's got to pick up this bomb that was dropped earlier in the round. He could get great timing on Mischief here, and he does. And now it's a 1v1. Yusuke versus K-Franks. But he's still got to get that bomb. K-Franks with that sniper. Looks like he did see a nameplate, maybe. Yusuke didn't see K-Franks there, though. And K-Franks aims in with that sniper. 1 shot, 1 kill, map point.
Absolutely. Kind of what we were discussing before. That bomb being down mid. Florida knew the assignment and just kind of held it down. Having to go get that bomb out of mid and kind of rush that plant and play around K-Franks, who was no man's land. If I'm Atlanta, I kind of would have elected to go A there just to prevent the player from being able to watch that bomb.
Yeah. I mean, if you're Atlanta, are you yelling at Disarray to put the sniper away right now?
Not necessarily. I feel like it's on a whole team's aspect. I feel like kind of map positioning, I mean, right there, the auto just shows its true power. I mean,
absolutely.
That angle, there's nothing that can really be done. You could have an auto in that situation and still have the same outcome. I think it's just Atlanta is kind of playing very separate. And that's their biggest downfall.
C&K is on a terror to this round already. Yasuki picking up one as well. And now it's Trademarks left in a 1v2. Atlanta could get on the board here in map 2 and prevent the 6-0 with just a little bit of teamwork. And I love how close they're playing this together. I just hope that it doesn't lead to them being peace, as Trademarks could get some perfect timing here. He does spot CNK. He is going to take him down there. Yasuki last alive. He gets behind him, and just like that, Atlanta Dazed getting on the board here in map 2. Is this the start of a comeback? Do you think they have what it takes?
Absolutely. Like I said, Atlanta just kind of has to play hand in hand, not too close together to get peace, but just play for picks. I feel like they're playing very aggressive and kind of just running into the guns of Florida currently. I mean, K Frank sitting at 9-4. I mean, just waiting for these players to come to him.
Yeah, and on the other side of that, I mean, Trademark's able to shut down CNK and take him off of his streak run, but Yasuki does find 2, and he's still on that 2-kill streak here. He's going to go ahead and try to help rush this bomb over to the B site. CNK does fall, but Yasuki is there for the trade. Disarray finds another as well. Yasuki able to pick up that bomb. Looks like he's going to try to go ahead and get this bomb down here. Disarray trying to watch over him. It is a 2v2 situation. He goes ahead and hops inside. He's going to try to hop up top, playing for any information that he can possibly get from his teammates. He pops out. He finds one, and now it's a 1v2 for Kill Switch. Kill Switch does take down Yasuki, and now it's a 1v1. Disarray has to play his time here. He has to play his life. 24 seconds left on the clock, and Kill Switch has to locate Disarray, take him down, and get this bomb defused. Disarray, great timing there. Able to keep it moving, keep this bomb ticking, but Kill Switch hopping on the bomb. Disarray's going to check it, and just like that, Atlanta Dazed answered back with 2 in a row.
Absolutely. I think having that extra sub pressure down mid was amazing for them. I mean, Disarray pulling out the sub, getting 3 kills on that round, and honestly making sure his team's still in it. I mean, keeping the dream alive for a comeback. I mean, we've seen 05 comebacks before.
We definitely have, and the dream is very much alive, but it is still map point for the side of Florida Muteteers. They are going to grab this bomb, and if they can still very much end it here. K Franks watching over them. Mischief with the bomb in hand. He does get the first blood on CNK. Starbrand watching over this A point, though. He has a feeling that they're there. He's taking some gunfire in the back, but he's going to go ahead and play his life. He does get away. Kill Switch is spotted by Disarray. Yasuki takes down K Franks, and now, just like that, it's a 2v3.
I think Disarray's aware of this player up top on him, just trying to locate. Mischief just kind of playing his life, waiting to see if him and Trademarks can kind of get together. The little wave there from Disarray. And
it's going to cost him his life. He does
1v1.
fall. No, it's a 1v2.
Oh, 1v2.
Starbrand is still in play as he takes down Trademarks. Mischief left in the 1v2. Starbrand and Yasuki. He's going to go ahead and fly out, trying to go undetected. It looks like he has thus far. He does spot Starbrand. He's going to fall, and now it's a 1v1. Mischief versus Yasuki. Yasuki trying to keep the dream alive, but he doesn't spot Mischief as he breaks through. He still thinks he's in a spawn, and this bomb is going to get planted at B. Mischief able to push all the way back over to his side of the map, but Yasuki, great timing. He spots Mischief, but there's no trigger discipline as Mischief hops on the bomb head glitch, and he's going to end it here. 6-2 win for the side of Florida Muteteers as they take a 2-0 lead in the series. What do you think? I mean, was it just Disarray? I mean, you can't put that all on Disarray, right?
And play my lives. Like you said, 30 lives can go a lot quicker than you realize. Also, you have to get on these points.
Yeah, 100%. You've got to know, like, I'm not a fan of 4 stacking, like I talked about in Bokage. I mean, 4 stacking a point just opens you up to, those members of getting 4, quadruple naded out of a hill. So maybe not 4 stack it, but definitely stack when you can. Even if it's just for those 5 seconds while that team is spawning up, that triple stacking a hill like that is going to get you halfway through before they're even alive again. And here we go. We were talking about this the spawn trap here, Trademark's getting aggressive. Disarray was able to break through before he got there. He's able to get control of top boat here. He's going to get a couple picks, wait for his team to spawn back up, and they do get there as Yasuki hops onto the map. Disarray has the call out from his team that there's somebody on their side. He's going to go ahead and turn around and take him down. Meanwhile, though, Trademarks finds two in the hill. Disarray jumping down. He's going to go ahead and take Trademarks off of that hill. Mischief there for the trade. Starbrand takes him out. He's going to try to keep this A point ticking in favor of Atlanta Dazed here. They do get the first tick. No, they almost have the first tick. They didn't quite get it, though. 20-21 life count, 1 life count advantage for Florida, but progress still being made here on this A point as Atlanta Dazed has double stacked it. Starbrand getting a huge kill there. They do capture that A point. 1 minute, 30 seconds left on the map, and they are tied in lives at 18.
Absolutely. If I'm on the side of Atlanta Dazed now, kind of slow things down a little bit. Play for picks here. Kind of try to get into the spawn of Florida. I mean, K-Frank's kind of just being a nuisance in the back, protecting his spawn. And with kill switch here in barracks, it's going to be a very hard break. I do know pushing up that P1 area is near impossible, but Trademarks does fall. The pesky barrels on this map, let me tell you.
This map and Berlin. I mean, those barrels can be your best friend or your worst enemy. But Florida Muted Tears running away with the lives here, playing some great defense. 2 life count advantage as Disarray takes down Kill Switch. Trademarks does answer back, taking out Yasuki. C&K takes down K-Franks. And Atlanta Dazed just doing all they can to regain this map control. Disarray hopping up top here. He's going to find Mischief on the cross. He spots Kill Switch there in barracks as well. Not able to take him down, but he does still maintain control of this top boat. But look at number 5 there. Number 5, is that Trademarks? Pushing up onto boat. Disarray has no idea that he's there. He doesn't quite have eyes on Disarray just yet. But there he is. Trademarks able to take Disarray out of that power position. He's going to throw those stuns. He sees Atlanta Dazed crossing that beach side. 10 seconds left on the map, or on the timer. It is ticking down. Disarray does find one. C&K closest to the hill. They are not going to get there in time. No respawns remaining for the side of Atlanta Dazed. But it doesn't matter. They run out of time. And Florida Muted Tears take an early lead here in map 3.
Absolutely. I think on the side of Florida, they just, after they lost that A point, they just kind of pushed back and let Atlanta come to them. I mean, you have K-Franks on a 4. And I said this last week when we were playing a Gava 2 control, or even a Gava 2 hardpoint. Once you get that glide bomb on this map, it is very hard as the other team to avoid getting hit by it. If I'm Atlanta, you kind of try to play a little towards these kills as on the side of defense. I mean, they are pretty spread out right now, and I'm not a huge fan of that. Because once one falls, and now there's 2 down, and the other 2 players are at P1 area, and just like that, Florida could get away with just getting this A point.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at the stat lines a little bit, you see Disarray 11-7, and you think, wow, he's carrying his team. But you have to keep in mind that while he did have that power position there on boat and he was getting those kills, he also wasn't playing close enough to the hill to really help his teammates at all over on B. And that really led to a lot of them falling and a lot of untraded kills. And Disarray getting team killed there by Starbrand as he does find a 2-piece, but Trademarks answering right back with 3 of his own. And now they have full control of mid-map. Florida Muted Tears stacking this A point, keeping it ticking in their favor. They have company very soon from C&K here, but Mischief able to win that gunfight, tries to get away with his life, but the nade comes in from Yasuki. Kill switch, though. He is here. He's going to hop on. He sees it's contested. He's going to get aggressive. He does find one before he falls. C&K trying to get them out of P1 there. He does throw that nade, but it's Trademarks with those pesky barrels once again, taking his own life. Yasuki pushing up in P1, trying to follow C&K. He's had the call out from Mischief, or that Mischief was weak there, and he is able to take him down, finish out the kill for C&K there. But
he's going to fall pretty quickly. And lose that streak as well. I did notice that in the kill feed. Yes. So did get the strafing rim, but unfortunately can't use it and does not get that glide bomb. Now, Florida does get the tick onto A. They do have 1 minute and 20, seconds about. They are up in lives, though, and that's something, as a defense, this point, you kind of want to play a little bit closer together, kind of make them come to you. Once you get 4 down, you can kind of start pushing up. But till then, I would play a little bit more passive. I mean, Disarray at the power position of the red tower does jump out, and guarantee the call out that he is in barracks did get memoed over to his teammates. Does take out Mischief, but does fall to K-Franks, and I believe that his number 5 in trademarks in the spawn of Atlanta does fall to Starbrand, but he gives enough information to his team to kind of give a bit of location advice.
Yeah, 9 to 15. I mean, as I say that, 2 members of Atlanta Dazed do fall 7, 6 to 15 life count here in favor of Florida Muteteers. I mean, they could play lives here ultimately. Atlanta Dazed has to play perfect defense right now. Florida Muteteers are able to hop onto that point, trademarks on the point, able to stop the clock, keep lives ticking in favor, and there are no respawns remaining for the side of Atlanta Dazed. K-Franks finds another, makes it a 2v11 for the side of Atlanta Dazed. They are able to take K-Franks off of that point, though, and they just need to lock this down for 15 more seconds. Starbrand and Yasuki could clutch up here if they go big, but they're going to have company very soon. Yasuki hops into the hill as he is last alive. He's going to get spotted. Florida Muteteers answering back with an offense 2 in a row here in map 3, and it's map point. This could be a very quick 3-0.
Absolutely. At that point, if I'm Atlanta, I kind of want to push back and like I said, let them come to you. I feel like the hold on that B point just, they kind of fell apart once the 2 players fell. And they
they had trademarks in their spawn, and they just completely lost composure. You've got to see players like CNK and Yasuki step it up here. I mean, it's not the start they wanted. It's definitely not. And I mean, we know they have it in them. We just watched CNK pull off that ace in map 2. You know he can shoot straight. So you've got to think that it's just positioning, his teammates not being there for the trades, that, you know, their lives are just going, they're just falling off the map and they're not being traded. And so this Atlanta Dazed roster has to find a way to pull momentum back into their favor. Mischief here pushing up on beach, and unfortunately it's CNK. We were just talking about him. He's just getting terrible timing, and I feel like it's getting into his head a little bit. But Starbrand pushing up here, he could have reacted a little sooner there. Unfortunately, he does fall. K-Franks finding 2. Disarray gotta find some momentum, but once again, he's over here by himself. He's not with his team. He didn't wait for his team. He should have waited there. Doesn't, and all 4 members getting locked now into the spawn trap as Florida Muteteers look to end it here in map 3. K-Franks does get spotted. He's going to fall, but Mischief finds 2. Trademarks finds 1. Disarray answering back with 2. Starbrand finding 1. 10 seconds on the map as CNK pushes up. He's going to go ahead and hop on A as they do finally somehow find themselves bursting out of that spawn trap, triple stacking this progression at A. They are halfway done, but Kill Switch is here and he's ready to put an end to it. He does find CNK from behind. Disarray is there for the trade though, but he's gonna get instantly traded. Yasuki falls as well. 5 seconds on the clock now. Starbrand's got to make something happen. He finds 1. He hops in. He's able to stop the clock, but Mischief is there. Florida Muteteers shut them down. They take the map 3-0. They take the series 3-0, and it is just Florida's night. As we saw the 3-0 from Florida Muteteers earlier in the bronze mix, and now here in gold mix. Is it just the name? I mean, is that just